Okay, so well, that's pretty fast. I didn't expect us to already like go straight to Act 3. I mean, the Act 2 in Amy's Route was pretty long, you know, but this one, hey, Act 2 is already over in a flash. for Hanako anyway. But I think Act 3 will probably make up for that. Act 3 will probably be very, very long, I guess. Well, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So let's go. The tint of the room slowly changes from the shine of the afternoon to the orange of dusk. A clock lazily ticks away the seconds, counting in the background on the verge of hearing. But no matter how long I wait, the outcome cannot be changed. Or is the Act 2 for Hanako so short because I made the wrong choice? I made the wrong first choice, that's why it seems so short. Oh, I hope that's not the case, man. I seriously hope that's not the case. But we can only move on. The diminutive playing piece makes a small click against the board. Like a worn spring, Hanako makes her move only moments after mine. It's embarrassing. In comparison to my 5-minute moves, she seems to know exactly what she wants to do. Me? Oh, we're playing chess. Alright. Again. What does this make this? 3-2? Who's winning? Me? Stalemates don't count. Damn! You're getting better at this every day. Okay, I think she's the one with the 3. That, or she's been holding back. I would never have thought it when I first met her, but she really has a knack for this game. Chess seems to have been a popular pastime for the two of us, hiding away in the tea room, playing a game or two after classes. From here, the students outside can just barely be heard milling about. The everyday noises from below remind me a little of my life before Yamaku, though I'm by now well aware that it's a life I'll never get back to. Fancy another game? I have to finish my homework. Oh, well, I'll see you tomorrow then. But what about this? Hanako points to the tea set surrounding the mostly empty chest board. Oh, we forgot about the tea. Don't worry about that. I've got it. I'm gonna gulp it down. Oh, okay. See you later. Hanako departs as I start cleaning up the area. Oh, you mean clean up? Alright. I thought there's still tea there, alright. The occasional whistles and cheers from the sporting clubs outside become less frequent, eventually approaching silence. A part of me still wants to be in some kind of team. Since I played soccer and other sports before my accident, I guess it's only normal to feel nostalgic about what I can't do anymore. But I have other reasons than that for my coming here so often, and I don't feel so bad about losing that part of myself because of them. Lilly is a good friend by now, but it's the small exchanges I have with Hanako that feel especially dear. The small victories I feel every day as I see more of what she's like under her self-imposed shell. That's why I come here most of all. As I'm putting away cups and saucers, I hear talking outside the door. Pausing for a moment to listen, I can make out that it's Hanako and Lilly, and decide to go outside to investigate. Okay. Are you quite sure? I'm sure. Hisao. Hanako turns to see me with a look of mild surprise and as she notices my approach. Lilly must have caught her just as she was about to leave. Oh my, Hisao is here. Afternoon, Lilly. What's up? I was hoping, now that I've finished with my class representative duties for the day, then I might have the two of you accompany me in for tea at the Shanghai. It would be nice to enjoy ourselves outside the school for a change. I'll be up for it. I think Hanako had work to do though. It's not all that much. Okay, wonderful. It seems that we've decided then. Alright, so we're back at the Shanghai. I cast my eyes across the cafe as the three of us step in. Actually, I wouldn't call this a cafe. I've seen this word used twice, but a tea house is not a cafe, really. Yeah. Anyway, as usual, there are only a handful of people around at most, and the noise level is a quiet background hum. The hole Lily has on Hanako's arm remains just as it has been for the entire slow walk down the hill to the local town, though it's hard to say for which reason, for Lily's guidance or for Hanako's reassurance. For a moment, Lily removes her arm from Hanako's to retract her cane as Yuko quickly skitters over to where we stand, but soon replaces it right back where it had been. Welcome to the Shanghai. May I take your order? She gives a deep bow, her well-delivered and professional introduction putting her in a good mood. It's a nice change from the norm for Yuko. Just tea, please. Hanako, Hisao? I'll have a slice of pie and a coffee. You mean a cup of coffee? Just tea, please. Coming right up. Please take any seat you wish, and I'll be back shortly. Yuko gives a smile and a nod before shuffling to the counter, and we make our way to some empty seats by the window in quick measure. Oh, Lily looks tired. We slip into our seats, the girls on one side with Lily's cane propped up beside them, and I on the other. I realize that Hanako's not doing something that she so often does. Rather than keeping her eyes pinned to the ground and hiding behind her blind escort, busily trying to convince herself that the world around them doesn't exist, she's merely keeping her eyes low and helping Lily around. Are you okay, Lily? You look tired. She lowers her head a little, looking somewhat embarrassed that she let it show. Class representative work can be very tiring, considering that it often means dealing with the student council. Yeah, I see what you mean. Very tiring indeed. How do the other representatives go? Better than I, but not by much. Shizune is a harsh taskmaster, no matter whom she deals with. It doesn't sound like you particularly relish the job. Why do you do it in the first place if it's that bad? Being a class representative is enjoyable, and I can deal with the responsibility well enough. It's just that the people involved are sometimes... yeah, politics, you know. She trails off, cutting her words at a rather opportune spot. It's hard to imagine Lily cursing, but I imagine that if anyone could make her do so, it would be Shizune. Hanako looks to be withering a bit in the light of such conflict, but before I can steer the topic away a little, she stands up. Hanako? I'll be back in a bit. What? Where are you going? With that, she leaves for the restrooms. I suppose that's one way to deal with the situation, if that was indeed her motivation. Lily, however, looks a little wounded. Don't worry about it. I don't think it was you. But I think she's been getting stronger recently. You've seen it yourself, right? That went a bit awry. Fortunately, Lily doesn't look offended, and by now I really shouldn't be quite so scared of stepping on that landmine around her. Possibly. Sometimes I find it hard to tell though. Silence reigns for a moment before 2 teacups, a pie, and a mug of steaming coffee appear in front of us. I notice that Yuko takes special care to place the teacup against the tip of Lily's fingers, letting her know where it is. Here you go. Thanks, Yuko. Thank you. With a quick and silent bow, the bespectacled waitress takes her leave. Ah, that's right. I was meaning to ask you something, and now would be the right time to do so. Oh, I'm all yours. Hanako's birthday is coming up, and I was hoping that you might accompany me for present shopping in the city this weekend. Hanako's birthday soon. I suppose it will be a nice chance to cheer her up a bit. Like Yuko, she always seems to be teetering on the edge of either panic or depression. and I've never seen her enjoy herself much outside of our chess games. All that aside, learning the layout of the city better with a friend keeping me company sounds like a good way to spend a weekend. Sure, I'll be happy to. Have you got any plans for what to do for her birthday? A party or anything? Maybe just a quiet one? Hanako being Hanako, perhaps a low-key affair would be... Lilly suddenly cuts herself short, leaving me to wonder why as she brings her teacup to her lips and begins to sip. After a few seconds, I notice Hanako walking up to us over her shoulder. Lilly's hearing must be very good indeed if it was the sound of the restaurant door opening that tipped her off. Hanako takes her seat once again, and wastes no time in drinking her tea. Soon the three of us are quietly eating and drinking as the sun sets. It's a nice way to spend the remainder of the day's light, and it makes me appreciate the quiet and serene surroundings of Yamaku. I think I'm really beginning to like life here, as isolated as it may be. I finish off the last of my coffee and rest the mug on the table while the girls talk between themselves. The coffee here is a little bitter for my taste, but still quite good. Better than what I can make for myself in any case. Well, we just go buy the instant coffee and then we just pour the powder in and then add hot water. Yeah. That's not really good though, yeah. The girls' discussion is mainly focused on their respective reading preferences, which does give me a little curiosity about a related topic. Hey Hanako, I was just wondering, aside from chess and reading, do you have any hobbies or things you like doing? She's completely stopped in her tracks, looking quite surprised that anyone would be interested in asking such a question about her. It takes her a little time to formulate a response.
Yes, I like singing a little. I'm okay with computers as well, but I don't use them all that much.
Singing is not exactly something I expected to hear. It's hard to imagine her singing voice, given how soft-spoken she is. Doesn't mean she can't sing. Lilly, on the other hand, simply nods. She must already know all this, since she's been friends with Hanako for 1 year or so by now.
What about
Me? She hesitates before quickly flicking her head up and down. It's only logical that she would want me to talk about my hobbies after she's told me hers. No, all's fair in love and war. No, that's not the right phrase. I mean, if you ask something, then obviously she would ask back, right? I mean, that's natural. There's chess, obviously, but also reading. There was soccer as well, though I can't really do that anymore. Reading, which I picked up in hospital. You sound like a very boring person. You sound How about you say, oh yeah, I like to read visual novels, no? This is surprisingly hard. Lilly and Hanako look a little put off by the direction this is taking. And the more I think about it, the more I am too.
It sounds as if you've picked up quite a few things since your accident.
Lilly's candor is coated with probably the most positive spin one could put on what I said. Hanako, however, is silent. If a situation becomes difficult, her reaction always seems to be withdrawing into silence in order to prevent things getting worse. That, or physically retreating. But that's kind of true, because it's like you want to make things worse, right? So you really have to think carefully before you speak, that sort of thing. A soft ringing gives us pause. As Lilly reaches into her pocket, it becomes obvious that the sound's coming from her phone. Oh.
Sorry. It's okay.
That must be her sister, which we'll find out more about when we go into Lilly's route. Lilly gives a quick nod before shuffling out of her seat and taking the call a little distance away to avoid disturbing the both of us. Must be nice to be popular. Hanako smiles but doesn't take up the hook for further discussion. What are you doing, Hisao? You're not going to just sleep there, are you? I am just sitting back and closing my eyes, relaxing as best I can. It's nice and peaceful here. I wonder what it would be like to have grown up somewhere like this, rather than the city. Well, countryside's always nice. It's peaceful, soothing, as opposed to the hectic, bustling, busy city.
You come from the city?
Looks like I found something she wants to talk about. Yeah, you could say I was a city kid through and through.
It sounds like a lot changed.
It did. I'm still not quite sure what to make of it all though. It's a bit of a culture shock, in more ways than one. You must have gone through something like this when you first arrived at Yamaku, right? I would imagine most new students would.
Not really.
Hanako gazes us a little to the side, looking unwilling to go on. I tilt my head inquisitively, but a couple of seconds pass with no further answer.
But can't we do this on Monday? The fog has hardly settled from the last.
Oh, I think Lily has some problems right there.
I understand. I'll try to talk her down. You know what she's like when she gets locked onto an idea. Yes, thank you. I'll talk to you again later. Goodbye.
Lily's conversation ends with the snap of her phone closing. Yeah, you know those... Yeah, because this is situated in Japan, so at that time they still used the flip-flop phones. Was it what that's called? I know something like a flip phone or something like that. Yeah, but I can't remember the exact term for it. She returns to our table, but doesn't take a seat. Need to go?
Unfortunately, class representative work calls once again.
Oh, okay.
I can come with you.
No, hang out with me, Hanako.
It's alright. It's alright, Hanako. I'll just be going straight to the student council. There's no need to spoil a fine evening on my account. Besides, if you were to accompany me on my way back to the school, who would keep our poor Hisao company?
Yeah, you smart, little girl.
Okay. I can join you for tea again later tonight, if you like. I may well need it.
We agree on that plan, and Lily says her farewells to the both of us, taking her cane after Hanako passes it to her. Despite my offer to pay for Lily's share, she insists on giving up her portion of the bill, and gives her regards to Yuko as she takes her leave. And then we're alone, rather awkward. It may be all well and good to leave Hanako and me alone to have some time together, but all it typically means is the two of us sitting near each other in silence for a while. I wonder what I must look like to Hanako. I never thought of myself as a scary person, but to have someone my own age acting this way around me makes me intensely self-aware, as if it's my fault that she's so troubled. She might get more used to people if she were to stop being so cloistered in Yamaku. But then again, when even people much older than her react so strongly after a single glance at her face, she may well feel the same way I do now. It's a real catch-22. If she stays in Yamaku, she won't get used to socializing. But if she leaves, any efforts she might try will get thrown back at her by the people who can't deal with her scarring. Want to order something else to keep us going? We haven't had much of a dinner after all. Hanako brightens and nods vigorously, glad that I brought up the topic for her. I catch Yuko's gaze, and she dutifully comes over to take our orders.
Would you like something else?
I'll just have a sandwich special and a hot chocolate. A bit late for coffee by now. Hanako?
I'll have the same.
With a nod and a bow, Yuko turns on the ball of her foot and returns behind the counter, where she busies herself fishing out bread and condiments and working the machine to make our drinks. Not a word is said between us until Yuko comes back. She smiles and gives us our food and drinks, before moving to a customer who's caught for her attention. I give up on the prospect of having much of a conversation with my companion, and decide to just enjoy the meal, small as it may be, and appreciate the serenity, the peacefulness, the silence. It tastes nice, as does most of the food here. After having a few mouthfuls, I notice something is missing. Namely, the sound of Hanako eating. Is she not hungry? Looking back to her, I see Hanako fidgeting a little behind her untouched sandwich. Not hungry? She shakes her head from side to side. Even as she does, the patch of hair she keeps over the right side of her face still does its job in hiding it almost entirely.
It's not that.
Or, I was all ready to have your share too.
You look troubled. Is something wrong?
No, not really. I'm startled by her thinking that I'm the one who looks troubled. But on second thought, she's probably right. My face may have given away my emotions without me noticing. And she's hardly a dim person. Quite the opposite. We're friends, right?
Friends.
From the tone of her voice and shrinking posture, it looks as though I've hit yet another landmine. This is another reason why interacting with her is difficult. Yeah, you have to be very careful with your words. The self-imposed psychological barriers she puts up between herself and others, including me and most likely even Lily. It's a shame that
I think that we are.
I'm a little taken off guard by Hanako's straightforward answer. All the more so since I was about to give up on getting any reply at all. I see.
Am I wrong? Sorry.
No, it's just hearing confirmation of that from you is reassuring. To pick up on what you said earlier, since coming to Yamaku, I've been a bit uneasy about how I should relate with others. I find myself chuckling a little. It's surprising how much of a relief that was. I can feel my face smiling as I pick up my cup of hot chocolate and bring it to my lips. Ouch. That hurts. That's hot.
That's why. That's why I haven't eaten yet. I was waiting for my drink to cool down first.
I guess I'll wait then. The both of us share a little chuckle. The situation isn't really that funny, but for some reason, it feels like laughing is the most natural thing to do right now. I guess we were both a bit worn up about each other. I was so busy thinking Hanako was the one with something wrong. It took her to remind me that I was uneasy as well. But be that as it may, it still feels a little nice. A little nice to have someone thinking about me like that, in her own way. Okay. Following a long, quiet trudge up the hill and into the school grounds, the two of us find ourselves between the two dormitories. Regular night patrols pass between the male and female dormitory buildings, both for security and to quickly raise the alarm for any medical issues that may arise. The guard currently on duty notices us and gives a quick nod as he continues on his way. A loud yawn escapes from Hanako's mouth before she has a chance to cover it. I have a little doubt she's fairly tired by now. I'd better be off to my room then. See you tomorrow, Hanako.
Good night.
We separate and begin to walk our separate ways, before I stop and look back. Hanako stands there, waving to me as she smiles. I smile and wave back to her, and after a few seconds, she turns and walks up the stairs to her dormitory building, disappearing through the door. These little moments we share between us feel like a small treasure. One thing is sure, I want to protect that small, delicate smile she so fleetingly wears around so few people. I wonder about these feelings I have when Hanako's around, and when I'm able to do things for her, whether they may be the seed for something beyond what we share now. We have to see. This one is rather slow, but we have to see what happens from then on. Yeah.